So I think yes, I am live. So hello students and welcome back to bankexamstudy.com. So this is going to be a short lecture. In this lecture series, I'm going to provide you numerical questions for Indian Bank SO credit. So very important lectures for Indian Bank SO. That's what I'm going to do in next few sessions. See students, in last few credit officer level exams like Bank of India, even Bank of Baroda, I have seen a lot of questions from numericals and same kind of questions are repeated, and that's what I'm going to share on YouTube and as well as in my course. So liquidity ratio is what I'm going to do in the ratio analysis. There are four kinds of ratio, but today we are going to do the liquidity ratio. So first of all, what is the purpose of liquidity ratio? I hope you have already done MBAs. You should know these topics. So first of all, you should understand the meaning of current assets, current liabilities, right? So as the name suggests, I hope you are already aware about assets. The assets, as the name suggests, what is an asset? So what are current assets? The kind of assets that are actually cash or can be converted to cash readily. Okay, within a short span of time, एक महीना 15 दिन में, you can convert the asset into cash quickly. So the real estate, your factory, it is not a current asset, it is a fixed asset, right? Or your plant, your machinery, you cannot convert it into cash quickly, right? So all those assets, they are not current assets which can be readily converted into cash or cash equivalent. The same goes to the current liabilities, all those payables that you need to pay, all those account payables that whose maturities are going to be within next few months or days. Okay, for example, the creditors or dividend payable that you need to pay within a month or 15 days, that's your current liability. So examples of current assets, the cash is a good example. The cash is a current asset, cash equivalent, inventory, the stock that you have in your shop or factory. Account receivable, it is also known as the debtors. The amount that your debtors owe you, your customers owe you. You sold the products to that your customers, they didn't pay you back. उन्होंने पैसा नहीं दिया आपको. So you are waiting for your payments from them. So that is debtors. They are going to pay you within 15 days. They are going to pay you within 30 days. So that is account receivable. Marketable securities. Do you have stocks in your demat account? So you can just encash them tomorrow or a day after tomorrow on any business day, right? So prepaid expenses, the expenses that you have already paid for, that is your current asset. Other liquid assets that can be quickly converted to cash or cash equivalent, all those are current assets. Now what are current liabilities? All the account payables. You bought some raw material and you need to pay for that in next 10 days, 15 days, that is account payable. All the payments that you need to pay, all that payment that you need to pay within next 10 days, 15 days, in short period, all those are current liabilities. Let it be short-term debt, let it be dividend payable, even if there is a long-term loan, but its EMI is maturing within 15 days, that is a current liability. आपका 20 साल का लोन है लेकिन उसकी EMI next month है या 15 दिन बाद है, that EMI is your current liability. Okay. Income tax that you need to pay within next 15 days of this next 5 months, 6 months. The interest payable on outstanding debt, the current maturity of long-term debt, very important, current portion of deferred revenue, or notes payable, the principal portion of anything, even if there is a long-term debt, but if it is payable within next 5 days, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, that is a current liability. I hope that is quite understandable. ये याद रखिएगा. Current maturities of long-term debts. I hope that is quite easy to understand. If there is any doubt, anytime you can ask me your doubts. Okay, I think I should move forward with the next question. Okay. Easy है ना? Easy है, काफी easy है. Okay. So, chalo. What is current ratio now? Now we have moved on to that liquidity ratios. Current ratio क्या है? Current ratio is current assets divided by current liabilities. Simple. Current ratio is equal to current asset divided by current liability. That is your current ratio. Same goes with asset test ratio. What is asset test ratio? Mein current assets minus inventories. Because suppose you have inventory at your shop and you want to sell it. Maybe you won't be able to sell it within a month or 2 months. So if you need if you want to assess that company's ability to pay short-term liabilities with quick assets, if they want to pay it quickly, so you need to deduct the inventory out of it. Okay. What is cash ratio? So cash and it's equivalent, not even inventory, not even other current assets like debtors. Maybe the debtors are not paying. They are not paying for a month, maybe not for 2 months. So in that cash ratio, you are not including any other asset besides cash and cash equivalents. Okay. Operating cash flow ratio, that is operating cash flow divided by the current liabilities, right? So operating cash flow is a measure of number of times a company can pay off its current liabilities with cash generated in a given period. एक period में कितना cash generate होता है? So this is a good example. Net cash provided by the operating activities divided by the current liabilities, that is your operating cash flow ratio. Now let's do a simple question. We'll do just 2 questions. I just want to keep the lecture short so that you can understand it. Otherwise बहुत लंबा हो जाएगा. So current assets are 55,000 के current assets हैं, which includes the inventory of 15,000. Current liabilities are 35,000. Overall net assets are 1,20,000. What is asset test ratio? Now please remember what is test ratio. Asset test ratio, current asset minus inventory divided by current liability. So current asset क्या था? Current asset minus inventory divided by current liabilities. Okay. So current this net asset, they just want to confuse you. Net assets are not required. So current assets are 55,000 minus the inventory of 15,000 divided by the current liability of 35,000. So it comes out to be 40,000 divided by 30,000. So 35,000. So ratio निकाल लो, it is 8/7. It is 8/7 if you want to just calculate this way. So it becomes 1.147. You know the value of 1/7 is 0.14. Okay. So 1.14 is the correct answer. Very, very simple. You are going to find this question, these kind of questions in the exam. ऐसे questions paper में आ जाते हैं, काफी easy हैं. Okay. Easy questions and you are going to find such questions in the exam. Next question, the quick ratio. You got the quick ratio 1.8. Current ratio 2.7. Current liability 60,000. Very important question. Very important. Repeated many times. बहुत बार repeat हुआ है. And बिल्कुल tough नहीं है, right? So quick ratio, you got the quick ratio is the quick ratio है आपके पास, right? That is 1.8. Quick ratio is equal to current asset minus inventory divided by current liabilities. So you got what do you got? You got the current liabilities. That is what current liabilities is 60,000, right? But before that we got the current ratio. So current ratio थोड़ा easy है, because in current ratio there is just current asset divided by current liabilities. एक कम है, एक variable कम है. So you got the current liabilities, that is 60,000. यहीं पे 60,000 लिख लो. So you to calculate current asset, just multiply by 60,000 by 2.7. You got the current asset. So what is the value of current asset? 60,000 multiplied by 2, 1,20,000. 60,000 multiplied by 0.7. 60, it is 42,000 I think, and it comes out to be 1,62,000. You got the current asset. Now you can fill the value here. Current asset की यहाँ पे current liability, we got the value. Now you can easily calculate the value of inventory. So 1.8 इसको हम यहाँ पे ले आए. 1.8 is equal to current asset 1.62 lakh minus inventory divided by current liabilities is 60,000. So just bring it out there. Okay. So 1.8 multiplied by 60,000. Just 60,000 का double is 1,20,000. Just 60,000 multiplied by 0.2, it is 12,000. Mind में calculation कर लो, it is how much it is? 1,08,000 आ गया आपका, is equal to 1,62,000 minus inventory. Now you can easily calculate your inventory. So inventory is equal to 1,62,000 minus 1,08,000. So which is actually very easy. 54,000 is the correct answer. I hope you are able to understand this. It is quite easy. And today we are just doing this liquidity ratio. Tomorrow we'll be doing a turnover ratio. That is Little lengthy topic, right? Not lengthy, but little complicated, and I want to simplify everything to you. Okay, so that's all for today, students. Quite a short lecture. So Indian Bank SO 2020 course I have already started. It's part of bankexamstoday.com. The video classes, notes, quizzes, test series, live sessions, everything is there. You can just go to bankexamstoday.com and you can just join the course, and you can also access the course on your mobile app, even on the desktop, laptop, all the devices you can access it. And these are the students who cracked that IBPS RRB scale 2 in the month of January, right? All these students, they cracked the exam, they finally got selected. Bank of Baroda Wealth Management, they got finally selected. IBPS SO Marketing 2019 final selections, and Vijaya Bank Credit Officer, these are the final selections in 2019. And next could be you. So just join the course, right? And I'm going to give my 100% to all my students. So that's all for today, students. In case you are looking for my WhatsApp number, right now there are so many queries, but still I'll answer all your doubts by the evening. So that's all for today, students. Thank you and have a very nice day. I hope you like this session. A link to my Telegram channel is available in the description. Please subscribe me on YouTube and Telegram. So that's all for today, students. In case you need this PPT, and I'm going to share this PPT on Telegram as well. So follow me on Telegram. The link is available in the description. Thank you.